Okay, we're live. And it's always awkward here at the beginning of live streams when people are just starting to funnel in here. But as the title says, today is a big day. And so we'll just go ahead and wait for people to kind of start joining in, and we'll have the chat going here and see where this stream takes us. I haven't done a live stream in quite a while, so I figured today would be kind of a fun way to talk to you guys and make a video and do all that kind of stuff. Looks like we got over 100 people now. Wow, it's pretty crazy. But so I guess, can you guys hear me okay? Let me see if I can figure out this chat here. Let's see. Somebody put stuff in the chat. Let's see if it pops up. Anybody? Is it going to say anything here? Live chat. There we go. Hey, there we go. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear me? Sweet. Okay. So as you guys can tell, the title says today is a big day. And it really is. I kept thinking all morning long, like, this would be a pretty good live stream topic. And today is a big day because I started my last semester of college today. So in 5 months, I will be graduating college, and it'll be just a cool experience to get through and be done and see where we go from here. But okay, you guys are all in here. Wow, we got tons of people watching, so thanks for tuning in, guys. Let's hop on Fortnite. I don't play any video games. Occasionally I play RuneScape sometimes. I'm just a nerd like that, but I don't play any like console games or any of that. I spend a lot of time doing other things. Up North Outdoors, thanks for the donation. Means a lot. Thank you. Yeah, so final semester of college. It's been a while. Okay, backstory here. My college experience started in the fall of 2014, and I went into school as a biology major. So I was majoring in ecology and biodiversity, and I wanted to do stuff in the biology field. And so I was in biology for, what was that, 2.5 years. So 5 semesters in biology, and then I decided to change my major. And I decided to change my major because there really wasn't a huge outlook for me in the biology field as like a career path. And, I was like, I'm kind of like running a business here. This was back when the whole Mallywhacker thing was going on. I was doing YouTube, and I was like, maybe I've got like a future doing stuff in business. And so I changed my major to business management in, what was that, the spring semester of 2017, I believe. So, yeah, so I spent 5 semesters in biology, and I got enough credit hours where I've got a minor in biology. So that's pretty sweet. My time there was not lost, but yeah, so I've been taking business classes, and this semester is going to be pretty fun because I'm only taking 13 credit hours. So for those of you guys who don't know what how college works and all that, you take credit hours. So that's how many hours a week you are in class. And so on average, people usually take about 15 credit hours a semester. And so that's usually about 5 classes or so. No, hold on. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, 5 classes. I was right. So this semester, I'm only taking 13 credit hours, and 10 of them are on campus, and I've got 1 online course. And so I actually had to take 1 extra credit hour this semester so that I could get a lower tuition rate. And so I had to add I just picked like a PE class. So I'm going to be taking pickleball at the last half of the semester after spring break. So, that's kind of going to be a fun class, but looks like it's going to be a fun semester. I'm taking 2 entrepreneurship classes, and then a couple like just regular, like you have to take these to graduate. Somewhere in Wisconsin. Thanks for the donation, man. Towards my next case of shells. Thanks, man. It means a lot. It's just okay, so we'll say 5 years of college here. Just looking back at myself as a freshman in college to now, it's just so stupid, like how much more different of a person I am, and like all the stuff that I'm doing now. Like 5 years ago, if you told me I would be sitting here on a live stream with 205 people watching me on the internet, I'd be like, what? No way. Or like if I was gonna have like 57,000 subscribers, no, it's crazy. It's been a long ride here, and I'm looking forward to getting to the end of my college career and seeing where the future takes me. Oh, somewhere in Wisconsin says for beer, not shells. I might have to take you up on that. But actually, moving on here, I'm going to be doing some stuff here this spring that I've been kind of like putting off and like not really wanting to do very much. And one of those is I started today. I'm going to start working out every single weekday. And, I've put on probably 20 pounds in the past like year and a half or 2 years. So I'm going to try and lose about 20 pounds. I'm the heaviest I have ever been, and I've got myself a little beer gut. Been drinking too much Coors Light and eating too many duck sausages, but it happens to the best of us. So this semester, I'm going to be finishing out school super hard and, just try and do the best I can, get straight A's if possible, and really dive into the material this year, because this semester is going to contain material that that's really going to help me in the future, especially if I go ahead and do YouTube full time, which is definitely an option here after I graduate. And it's something that I would really like to do. But, there is this thing called the off season. And, in the off season, views go down and money goes down. And it's great while the views are there and, it's hunting season and all that. But once everything drops off after the season, it can be a little bit difficult. But I think if I plan correctly and I do all this stuff, I would be able to do videos full time. And as you guys can tell, in the past 2 weeks or so, I quit. Okay, reversing. About about a month ago, I quit my part-time job that I had, and I absolutely hated my job. And I went in every day, plugged along, and I did my job. I worked at an embroidery shop. I did really well. Like I knew what I was doing. I could handle all the jobs that came in, but I hated my job. Up North Outdoors hitting me up with another donation. Thanks, man. I do not go ice fishing. I'd like to. I got invited to go on a trip. I'm still kind of working out the details with that, but hopefully I'll be able to go ice fishing in February. Still not quite sure yet. In Kansas, you don't really get enough ice to go ice fishing. As you guys can see, like I'm still hunting open water and it's January, but this weekend is going to be bitter cold and I'm not super happy about it. I wanted open water for the end of the season because I was going to take the kayak out on public water and hunt hard the last like 10 days or 8 days of the season. But looks like we're going to freeze up pretty hard. It's going to be like -1 on Saturday. Okay, so back to my job. I quit my job, and if you guys can't tell, like on the videos, I'm better. Like my mindset on everything is better at this point, and I think I'm just in a better place, and I've got more time to do what I love, which is make videos that you guys can watch and get out and film and edit and do all of that stuff that I enjoy, and not worry about, oh, I have to leave this hunt by 11 to go to work because I've got all this stuff going on. And it's definitely nice to be in a place where you don't have that concern of like, okay, well, I have to go and do this, I have to go and do that. Now with doing YouTube and going to school, that is literally my two things that are on my plate right now. It's just like I'm in such a better mindset, I'm in a better place, and I think it reflects in my content. Like when I pick up a camera anymore, it's like something in my brain, like I'm more into it. I'm not just plugging away. I'm being me. I'm hunting, I'm filming, and I'm making videos. And it's definitely putting me into a better place where, I'm not stressed. And if you ask anybody like my parents or any of my close friends, a month ago, I was so stressed out. And it's because I was doing too much. And I was trying to keep up with the videos. I was trying to get good hunts lined up. I'm busy playing hunting guide with all my buddies, having them come down and go out on hunts. And it was a stressful time. And having a job that I absolutely hated, it took a lot out on me. There we go, articulation. Okay, let's see. What are you guys saying in the chat here? You guys yelling at me? You hating on me? So I think I'm going to make an answering questions video here pretty soon. I get asked a lot of questions from a lot of different people, and most of the questions are the same from a lot of those people. So would you guys like to see me do one of those like answering questions videos where it's like, hey, do you guide, or do you want to take me out on a duck hunt, or what's your kayak setup, and all that stuff? I think it's going to be like a really good video, and it's going to help alleviate some of those pointless messages that I get, because I feel bad not answering questions that people send me, but at the end of the day, I hate answering the same question 10 times back to back to back to back. So I think there's a lot of common questions out there that can be answered in one video, or by just reading the description of all the videos that I post. Jared, thanks for the donation, man. I appreciate it. So moving on here, you're the viewers. You guys tell me what you want to see and what you like to see. So moving on into the spring here, with the duck season is going to end pretty much in 2 weeks. So at the end of January, the last weekend of January is when duck season ends, and then goose season will go until probably late middle of February. So kind of spitball some ideas here. What would you guys like to see coming in the off season? What kind of tip videos, or would you guys like to see? I know I'm gonna do a video over my kayak and the setup and some tips and tricks for hunting out of a kayak, because a lot of people have expressed interest in kayak duck hunting. And this was my first season hunting out of a kayak, and I've done different things with my kayak, and I've figured out a good way to situate myself in my kayak to duck hunt efficiently. Up North Outdoors, thanks for the donation. Oh, where'd it go? When you graduate, are you going to move from Kansas? My plan right now is to actually stay in Kansas. After I graduate, I will most likely be moving back home, and I'll be staying with my parents for a couple of months just to get my feet settled in. And with the way things are looking, it would be pointless for me to get an apartment right after I graduate, because I could be moving somewhere else, and it'd be easier to just do one move instead of two separate moves. So that would definitely alleviate some of the issues and make things easier overall. Plus, I wouldn't have to pay for rent or any of that kind of stuff. So it would give me a little bit of time to, save some money for other things. And so that is kind of my plan after I graduate. Turkey hunting, yes, I will hopefully be going out on a turkey hunt. I've still never killed a turkey before, and I think this will be the year to make it happen. So it'll be fun. I'll try and do some by myself. I'll see if some other guys will take me out. And my goal is to shoot a turkey. I don't care if it's a Jake. I don't care if it's a Tom. I want to shoot a turkey. And in Kansas, you can get 2 turkey tags. So I want to fill 1 tag for sure. But if I can fill 2 tags, I will definitely do it. But goal number 1 for this spring is to shoot a turkey. Let's see here. Snowmobiling. I don't have a snowmobile. We did get quite a bit of snow, but it's starting to melt off. Crappie fishing. Now that is something I really want to get into. My kayak has a universal transducer mount on it. So my game plan here for this spring is to buy a depth finder, mount the depth finder on my kayak, and go out and do some crappie fishing in the spring. I think it'd be pretty sweet. Just something different. Like so like I had a kayak before I got the Old Town kayak, and it wasn't a great one. It was like $180, Dick's Sporting Goods, just paddle around on the lake kind of kayak. I fished out of it in high school and stuff like that, but it didn't have the capabilities that my Old Town kayak does. So I'm really hoping that I can get on some good crappie bites and do a lot of fishing this spring, especially with having the time. Like I said earlier, with quitting my job, it's giving me more time to make content for you guys. So it's just kind of like a big wheel rolling downhill at this point, to where I'm gonna have time to go out and do some kayak crappie fishing and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys stick around throughout the off season. I know a lot of people just kind of straight up stop watching back until hunting season starts back up, but I'm looking forward to this spring. It's going to be a fun one. Cole, thanks for the donation, man. I get those kind of questions a lot. He's asking if I would consider coming to Tennessee to turkey hunt, and if I could, I would. But currently and financially, I'm not able to just drop everything and take a trip to go hunt with people. I've got to kind of plan things out and make it to where it's a possibility. So it's not to say that that's never going to happen. It's just that right now, in my current situation, school is my number one priority. I need to graduate college, as my mom says. You need to graduate, and I'm going to do it. So those type of trips, they will come with time. And, as I get more subscribers and get more views and I start making more money, then it's going to be possible for me to take more trips like that. Like last year, I went to Colorado to goose hunt, and that was awesome. I love that experience. But it took some planning, and it took me really setting aside a time for me to go and do that. So I would like to go and turkey hunt somewhere else, or go duck hunt up in North Dakota or something like that. But you really got to plan those things, and you need to know that you're financially able to do that. What are you guys saying here? You guys really want to see me play Fortnite? I've never played Fortnite in my entire life, and if I started playing Fortnite, I swear my girlfriend would just get rid of me just like that. So I don't know if that'd be a good idea. Would you guys like watching me stream videos, like stream video games? Like, it seems super lame, but I know a lot of people like watching that. Hey Jared, thanks for the donation, man. It means a lot. Thanks, man. Hunting King Reviews. What'd you say here? Thanks for the donation. Got ducks on a field this weekend. Come join us. Where are you at? Because I do have plans for this weekend, so I'm just not entirely sure. Oh, everybody's saying don't play Fortnite. Okay, got it. Why do you use a semi-automatic over others? So, okay, I switched to a semi-automatic, and I can definitely notice a difference between shooting a semi-automatic and shooting a pump. It's a big investment, and the biggest thing that I can tell you guys, if you're looking to get a semi-automatic, do not go for a cheap semi-automatic gun. Okay, my Winchester SX4 cost me about $900, and that's a good price point for semi-automatic. I know they make cheaper ones. I know a lot of people shoot the Stokers, but all I can say is you get what you pay for, and it's an investment. For me, like doing what I do here on YouTube, my gun is not really a gun anymore. It's a tool. I mean, it's always a tool, but it's more of a tool than it would be for like your average, like go out at 3 times in a season duck hunter. I am literally shooting my gun every 3 to 4 days, and I need a good, reliable gun. And I need one that'll cycle shells. I need one that can hold up to the beating that I put it through. And the SX4 has definitely done amazing for me, and I would recommend the SX4 to anybody who's looking for a semi-automatic gun. The only problem I've had with it is that the charging handle, the little charging handle is what's called, I think. It fell out last year when I was turkey hunting. So I've heard a lot of people like the stock charging handle does fall out, but the replacement one that I got no clue where I got it. I just Googled it and found one for sale for like $50, and I bought it because I needed one, and the stock ones were out of stock. And it's done me well, and I love the SX4. So I would recommend that to anybody. You can never go wrong with a Benelli, and you can never go wrong with Beretta, and you can never go wrong with the SX4, like I've said.